So the city of Bryan has been seen for a lot of years as the quote slightly more affordable of the two cities, Bryan and College Station. Now, some people will debate that, look at it differently, but that is a pretty common view. It's becoming less and less affordable, especially for low income families, to be able to afford, especially housing,
Yeah.
but then a number of other things in this town. Um, More of them seem to be thinking about or even leaving the city itself, going to the county, going to towns surrounding it.
Hmm.
Do you think there's still a place for low income families in Bryan?
There's a place for everybody.
Okay.
And the problem, however, is like I was saying earlier, it's a dilemma.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, the biggest thing I see, I'll get back to your question. The biggest thing I see is that A&M has about 30,000 people that take care of the grass
Right.
and the janitorial and all that stuff. And they
Food.
put them to a contract. They give them to a contractor.
Yeah.
And so that contractor doesn't pay nearly or have the benefits that A&M had. So
Right.
those people are the ones that are kind of left out right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and I know the REACH project, I'm
Right.
familiar with them. I helped them get started.
Yeah.
And the REACH project deals with them. And most of them are in Bryan.
Mm-hmm.
And so somehow, if you don't take care of them, and people don't like that, a lot of people don't like that take care of because they don't want to spend any more money.
Right.
But the problem is, I think you're going to spend the same amount of money whether you take care of them or not, because there's going to be other issues developed with that.
Mm-hmm.
Homelessness and all kinds of
Oh,
things.
yeah.
I mean, and I currently see the rise of homelessness. So from an altruistic standpoint, you got to take care of them. But from a business standpoint, you got to take care of them, because if you don't have them, you can't have A&M. What's A&M going to do without those people?
That's a good point.
It's a key thing to A&M. I mean, you can say, they're way down, they're not a professor, they don't teach or anything like that, but it's like having a sewer system.
Mm-hmm.
You can't have a town without a functioning infrastructure.
Right.
And so we got to do something about that. And I don't advocate a lot of giveaway programs. It's like y'all do. Y'all don't give away. You have a hand up.
That's
and so
right.
and there's many. Okay, number one of my opponents advocated and got elimination of mobile homes on private lots. We had about 600 mobile homes in Bryan that were older, but they weren't in the mobile home park. They were on their own lot. They'd been inherited.
Right.
And they got rid of that. So that's 600 units of low to moderate income housing that's not going to be available pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
And there was no reason for it. They said it was for, well, we're going to help them
Mm-hmm.
get out of that spot, but they weren't offering any way to get out.
Yeah.
They were just saying, mobile homes gone, we're going to get out, So, and I told them in the meeting, in the council meeting, I said, if they could, they would have changed their life already, but they can't.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you take their house away from them and make them buy something they can't afford, they might lose everything.
Right.
So you got to really partner with them to get that taken care of, because we need those people. They have to be here.
Yeah.
You can't just say, go to Hearn or go to Franklin or go somewhere else. You can't say that. Now,
Right.
what's happened in College Station, however, is that the pricing of things, because of the concentration, they're
Mm-hmm.
in 90, they were 60,000, now they're 120,000 more.
Right.
And so that's driven up the prices alone by itself. And as A&M grows, that drives the prices up more.
Yeah.
And since the children want to be over there by A&M, whether they go to Blinn or not, that's, a function of that. And
Right.
so the people that used to live there, low to moderate income, can't live there now.
Yeah.
So, and, maybe some of the people on the council say, well, we don't need to take care of them. I've heard them say that. I've known
Yeah.
people that they talk to. We don't need to take care of them. And I'm thinking, well, number one, are you a Christian? Don't you get taught that, to take care of people? And number two, it's not like we don't have the money. It's not like we're destitute. They spending $200 million on a park. That's my number after I went through a bunch of things on that super park.
Oh, yeah.
They have about $200 million in the bank all the time. And plus they get like $50 million new money this year alone. This year alone. And we have that BTU. That BTU makes money hand over fist. So it's not like we don't have the assets. And the other aspect of that is, going back to the business point, is that the better we look, the better off everybody. Look and, actually correct the way things. You have to be neat, tidy, and clean,
Yeah.
And the people out like at Miramont and Traditions, they're not judged by College Station.
Mm-hmm.
They're judged by Bryan,
Right.
the lowest of us. That's the problem. And so you can't get that past that what you're talking about, looking better or doing better for people, until you get things under control that help everybody,
Yeah.
like y'all do, like Habitat does.